This is part 2 of section 2.7, percent change, and we're going to fold it over towards the line. And these are the steps to solving the tax and the discount, and there's two different methods. We're going to go ahead and do both. We're going to move this decimal place over, this percent, so we can have a decimal. It's 0.06. That 0.06 is going to be multiplied to the 40, which gives you 2.4. Now we're going to add the tax to our original amount of 2.4 and plus 40, and that gives you 42.4. And since we're talking about money, we can say 40 cents. And put the dollar symbol because it is money that we're referring to. The second method is to add a 1, because what you're doing is taking that full amount and that 0.06%, which gives you 1.06 that you have to pay for, that percent that you have to pay for. When you multiply these two together, you get that 42.4 as we did before. So the next one, what you have to do is fix the decimal, the percent into a decimal. You move it 1, 2. When there's not a value here, that is your placeholder. So this would be 0.065 as the decimal you need to use. 0.065 is going to be multiplied by the original amount of 25. When you put that in the calculator, it becomes 1.63. We're going to round up since it is money. That amount is going to be added to the original amount of $25. So you're going to have to pay $26.63. The other method, remember, is 1 and the decimal that we had to use, because you're adding the full amount, or 100%, and the tax. So this would be 1.065. You're going to multiply that to the original amount of $25. When you put that in your calculator, you're going to get $26.63 as we did before. So remember, you're always fixing that decimal. Move it 1, 2 to the left. That gives you 0.0625. That 0.0625 is going to be multiplied by the original amount of $4.80. When you multiply that together, you get 0.3, which is 30 cents. We're going to add that together of the original amount, $4.80, and then the 30 cents gives you $5.10. So remember, even if you put it in the calculator and it doesn't give you the 0, you should put it on there because we're talking about money. The different method, we add the whole amount that we had before and the percent that we need to add for tax, and put those two together. Gives you 1.0625, and you multiply that by the original amount of $4.80. When you put that in the calculator, it gives you that 110 that we had before. For discount, we're not going to add them together, we're going to subtract. But we still need to fix that percent and make it into a decimal. That gives you 0.15. We're going to multiply that decimal to the original amount, which is 40, and that gives you 6. Once you have 6, you take that away. Since it's a discount, 40 minus 6 gives you 34, and that's dollars. Can leave it like that if you would like, or you can put the cents, which is 0 cents. On the discount, instead of adding this, we're going to subtract it. We're going to say 1 minus 0.15, because we got to take away the discount amount. That means that you're going to be left with 85% that you have to pay. So 40 times 0.85 is equal to the $34. So remember, either way, when there's no cents, that you could write it this way. We're going to move the 2 decimal places over. That means that we're going to use 0.30. You don't have to put the 0, but you can to indicate that 30% as a decimal. 0.3 is going to be multiplied by the 25 original amount. When you multiply those, you get $7.50. That would be a discount, so we have to subtract it from the original amount of $25. When you subtract those, you're going to get $7.50 as the amount that you would have to pay for. So don't forget, even if you don't see a 0 on there, you should put it on because we're talking about money. On the second method, we have to subtract from 1 because what that says is that full amount minus that 30% is what you're going to pay for, which is 70%, or 0.7 once you move the decimal. You're going to multiply that by the original amount, and you still get that $17.50. Okay, so $25 discount. 25% discount. We got to move the decimal place over. We're left with 0.25. We're going to take 0.25 and multiply by the original amount of $4.80. When you multiply that together, you get $1.20. We're going to add those two amounts, subtract them because it's a discount. So 480 minus 120 gives you $3.60. Okay, for the second method, we're going to take 1 minus 0.25. We're left with a 0.75 or 75% that we would have to pay for. And that's 4.8 or 80 as the original amount. When you multiply these two together, you get $3.60. When you have a combination of those two, you still have to fix the decimals on both. This would be 0.20, and once we move 2 over to the left, this has a 0 placeholder, making it 0.07. We're going to do the discount first. We're going to do 40 times the 0.2. That gives you $8 discount. 40 minus 8 is $32 that you would have to pay until you get to the cash register and you have the tax. So $32 times the 0.07, because that's our tax, gives you $2.24 of tax. So we're going to have to add the tax. 32 plus 2.24 is equal to 34.24 as your total amount out of your debit card. And if you like the other method, please welcome to use it and see if you got the same answer as I did. On the next one, we fixed the decimals. We got 0.35. And don't forget you have a placeholder, 0.085. We're going to take 25 and multiply by the discount amount of 0.35, and that gives you $8.75. That means that you have to subtract that $8.75 from your original amount because it's a discount, giving you $16.25. From there, we're going to take that $16.25 and multiply your tax to it, which gives you $1.38. That is the tax amount. You're going to take 16.25 that you got from the discount, and you're going to have to add the tax to it, and that gives you $17.63.